Yes. I mean, they can ignore me, but they can't make me go away. Uh, you know, uh, you watch these other I mean, you had Jason talking about something to do with the cold sliding out of the room is all about that being the hint of worth the cold. It is not the slide, Jason. The worth the cold was the long cold walk home after crashing that Buffalo Cowboy car. It was that after that. You're probably still streaming, you know. Um, I put up a thing that I was going to do a show on Monday at 9 o'clock, and what happened? Jason Dent's streaming at 8:45. The Cow Lasers got offline, and he went right in there. And, and, and do you think I'm going to start a stream when he's running a stream? No. So I'm going to do my Monday Mammoth shows at 10 o'clock after his bedtime. Jason, don't stream every day, okay? Try and skip a day now and then. I know I streamed yesterday afternoon, but I watch this stuff and then you go, oh, here somebody's got a review on Reddit of all the Fenn tubers, and you go there and it's like, I have more subscribers than more than half of the people that they listed. Why is it that they like to ignore the old guy with cancer? I didn't do my show Monday because I wasn't going to go streaming when somebody else has all the viewers. So I'm doing mine at 10 o'clock on Mondays. And why Monday? Because it's Monday Mammoth, who's the elephant in the room? And y'all can't figure it out, I sent Forrest pictures of elephants before he even made the comment about the being trampled by the elephant. That was 17 or something, and I've been doing it. I've been on the elephant thing long before that. Yeah, doing after 10 o'clock because I go on any other time and somebody else will pop up and steal people watching my thing. But the brave and in the wood is you had to be brave to lasso that buffalo and ride in that car with Skippy. And it didn't realize, and the story goes that he didn't realize how much fun that was until much later. But they had to walk home cold and wet 4 miles. It was worth the cold. That's what worth the cold is. And braving in the wood is the word wood. It's a meadow, and there's a D meadow. And in the D meadow was the Buffalo Cowboy. Is where I found the Buffalo Cowboy car with the 50 caliber hole to the nose, like his airplane took a 50 cal to the nose. That is a sub many times, and nobody yet to date has come up with another Buffalo Cowboy car. A type of car identical to that, not a 67 Chrysler. That was a Ford Model A or Model B bucket car, roadster like thing. But it had the old original Ford. It wasn't really a roadster. It had the original Ford motor in it. But you had to be brave to lasso that buffalo. You don't think that man was brave? That boy was brave when he lassoed that buffalo? I mean, you got to be a lot braver to lasso a buffalo than you do to have to slide out a window. The part of the slide, the hint of that is that when he went down that slide, it turned his pants brown. It turned his pants brown. And then you go to the stout-hearted men. What was he sliding out of class for? To go meet up with his buddies at the cemetery or at the bridge. One of the two. Maybe he probably didn't say it was premeditated that he was going to, oh, well, I've got to go meet my buddies, better slip out the window. And we don't know if his father was standing at the bottom of the slide and caught him. We don't know that. He leaves things out. His father, he'd been accused of doing things he hadn't done and done things that he hadn't been accused of, I'm sure. Who hasn't? So, must be Davio or somebody streaming now, too. But yeah, I plan on doing my Monday Mammoth. Monday should, everybody pushed me out to 10 o'clock. Everybody, we're gonna take Monday. There's no day of the week that starts with a C for cow. No cave week, day of the week, nothing. And yeah, I don't know. I got 5 people now. 5 now. Wow, one more joined the room. I got my prime area. Is a lot like the canyon Jason was describing and all that, and it's like people don't get a clue. And I've been talking about, my canyon fits this and fits that, and I got the Buffalo Cowboys car. I got the school teacher standing over the desk waking the kid up on the canyon wall. I the double blazes. And the ZPU gun, Skippy's helicopter contraption. I have far too many things to be biased in what I know I've found. And Forrest has made them Masonic gestures, telling me that I'm right. Stage a photograph with me doffing his hat and doing the George Washington, I'm handing the nation over to you symbol. Yeah, it's going to you, right? And people can't believe that. How could his will be in? Nobody's found the treasure. Nobody. No, I've been searching the right area, If you're braving in the wood, I give you title to the gold in my will, is what he's saying. That title to the gold comes in his will. Why is Moses an important figure? Because Charlton Heston played Moses, and Charlton Heston says, "From my cold dead hands." So that's saying that you can't have the prize for the chase until he's cold and dead, passed away. Wind's kicking up out there. I'm still up in the mountains. Today it rained until like 4 o'clock, and then it clears up, and it's like, okay, the day's over. I'm not going out searching it at 4 o'clock, and everything's all wet. And yeah, my spot is I'm people that haven't searched, the ones that give you the most crap for why haven't you found it yet, have never searched. Yeah, you can say only Forrest Fenn really know. No, the lead searcher knows too. Forrest Fenn said it would be somebody that was confident. And what do 99.99% of the searchers do? They shoot the confident one. They shoot at him. Take pop shots and stuff. I'm the frickin' lead searcher, you dumbass. He said you missed the elephant running by, didn't you? Didn't you? You don't know what an elephant looks like? There we go. So you fuckers are busy stomping on the ants. Well, I'm telling you, hey, it's over here. You don't see it. Yeah, it's probably worth stomping on ants. Yeah, it's crazy. People that, oh, well, what's this thing about the elephants? The elephants, the elephants. You fuckers are blind. Yeah, just blind as shit. I can't believe it how blind people are. Forrest said, I felt like a crippled ant in an elephant parade. And then he said, most of the searchers are stomping on the ants while the elephants run by. And then people go, well, who's the hell? What's the elephant? What's that mean? It means you're a dumbass if you can't figure it out. Yeah. If you don't know who the frickin' elephant searcher is, then I don't know what, but you got something up your butt. You know? Too old for it. Yeah, I'm getting too old for this. I'm getting too old for bigots and shit like that. Oh, the Reddit page, and they go, "Oh, you left some out." And here's Illinois Ghost and a couple others here. You still left me out. You know, that guy, whoever did the Reddit thing, has to be a bigot. When you exclude people and you treat them differently than the rest of the crowd, then it's called bigotry. It's prejudice. And there's a lot, I think a whole lot of it's over jealousy. He's figured it out, damn it. I gotta knock him in the dirt because I don't like it that he figured it out before me, you know? Yeah, Kyle, K Pro and Kyle, they've still never invited me to be on this, you know? Well, no, I was invited, but wasn't actually given a thing to come join the room, you know? They totally exclude me. So double blazes, Mike and Christy. Double blazes, you fucktards. You want that reversed? You got to include people, not exclude them. You know, a lot of us, some people, when people shit on you, and the people, oh, just let it go. No, it's like fuck them. Ignore me. Ignore the elephant in the room. The Forrest Fenn's been talking about the elephant, and the dog Willie was named Willie after I created Willie Mammoth. After Willie Mammoth was around, Willie the dog showed up. And what's Willie? A poodle? No, the Reddit people, they whoever did that is one of the searchers with their head up their ass, obviously, or somebody that has a prejudice toward me. I don't know if it's because I have blood cancer and lupus and Hashimoto's and pernicious anemia. And I was watching Antiques Roadshow the other day, and they said, how did you come across this piece? Well, my aunt, she got pernicious anemia and died. Well, yeah, I've got that along with 4 other things going on, you know, besides birth defects. You know? And who do they like to pick on? The handicapped guy, the disabled guy, searcher, the guy with cancer. Yeah, screw that guy on Reddit. I made some comments that he was ignorant. He ignored the. I mean, I've got about 2,000 subscribers, and and on this first list of who he reviewed were people with 300 subscribers, with and less, and 400 subscribers. I think the one that came close to my number of subscribers was who was that? I think Man Alone came close, but he still don't have the number of subscribers I do. Who's it? Gallagher Entertainment. They put up a video, and it says 19 hours ago, and 111 views or something, and mine 2 hours ago and 140 views. Okay, obviously, I have a bigger audience than Lou and Ron. You know. Yet they try and make me the little guy. Oh, well, Bill Gorman, he said some things. It wasn't on our thing, but it was on his channel. He said, double blazes, Lou and Ron. Double blazes. That's what anybody gets if they think that I'm somebody to be ignored, or somebody that's not pertinent, somebody that doesn't have a valid anything to contribute to the hunt, when I'm the one that's closest to the treasure, and it's just they're just jealous. Yeah, I bet Kansas blows for internet. Something blowing here, keeping my wind generator going, and 10:30 at night, and I'm still got electricity for my computer and wind, my weather station, phone, whatever, speaker. Mike, you seem more down to earth than most. They either think they know everything or they fish for answers from viewers and want their ideas but won't share their own. Yeah, they don't have many. Toby doesn't even have a solution. He doesn't even have a solve. But I got a gypsy's kiss. And I was an intelligence officer for the NSA. Whoa, he should know exactly where it is then, with all his NSA access. But he doesn't. It takes somebody who can get into Forrest Fenn's head and figure out what he's thinking and stuff. Yeah, we went down that slide. That's why the stout-hearted men, the guys, have dark pants from going down the slide. And the formation I found, the slide is, where the teacher's waking him up at his desk. It's either that or the slide is at Moses. But either way, you go down the slide, your pants go dark, and then you're in the stout-hearted men partying with your buddies down at the bridge. Maybe that was that whole story might have been his embellishment. Maybe he never even went to this college or what, but this is he went and got educated down at the bridge with his buddies. They had their own little college going. Yeah, I posted that one cartoon I made of with Dorothy and the Scarecrow. And the Scarecrow says, so all I need is the poem and a good map, ? And Dorothy says, we better go see the wizard first, because you need a brain. And it doesn't, I mean, there are maybe some people of average intelligence can figure it out. But most of the people around average intelligence have an average solution. You got to be up there, My tests always say I'm like 154, 156, 152. I'm up there in the genius category. I took the test for the Navy. I scored, so I was, going to be a computer technician, but they didn't they didn't send me. They sent me to gunner's mate school, and I said, "Double blazes, Navy. I'm out of here." Right? You don't bait and switch me, because I'm gonna say double blazes, and I'm gonna get out of that. Get out, jump ship. You know. Yeah, my little dog here. He's so good, aren't you, Jack? He's a good boy. Yeah. He looks up at me and he's like, "I'm so sad. You didn't let me go out and play in the mud." um, yeah, it's just paint, and I found that there's paint in my. I still have hope. I got paint in the end of the rainbow. um, Bill Dev JB did 3 videos, news articles showing Forrest went to college for at least 2 years before he joined. Oh, he did, yeah. Wow. Yeah, that might have been, but he still, in his story, he doesn't say that he actually went to college. But if he got out in 72, I think it was, he got out of the military. Then for 20 years he would have gone in 52. So he was 22 at that point. So he could have gone to college a couple of years. Don't whine at me and say I want to go out, Jack. Don't, please. Yeah, no. No. He's going to whine at me more. So yeah, nope, he's demanding. What do you want? Come here. Come over here. Come over here and give me a kiss and I'll get you out. He says, double blazes. That's funny, Jack. Okay. Bring your chain over here so I can hook you up and let you go. I can't let him go running out here because he'll go down in the creek and come back all soaking wet. Go ahead. Okay, well, I'll get him stop barking. I'll be right back. Come here, dum-dum. Hold still. There you go. I usually leave the door open when I put him on his lead, on his. I got a short piece of it's a short piece of chain, and then it's just paracord, because you got to have a little bit of chain, because whatever leash is close to him, like them nylon straps, he'll bite right through them. He's got like razor teeth. And news. Oh, am I missing out? Exactly. This changes a lot. This makes a lot of total bullshit. Important literature started 100 men. Yeah, important literature. I mean, to be subtle. To be subtle, you can't mention a book and have that be directly part of the clue. The subtleness of the literature is the movies, and A Farewell to Arms and For Whom the Bell Tolls both have canyons that resemble where the treasure is. It's the canyon, and maybe blowing the bridge. I found a bridge. The bridge is gone, but it has them straight up in abutments that it went across between these two parts, and I gotta go search that some more. You know, someone said he went to college for 2 years. Maybe didn't graduate. I got 3 years. I got a year more. And I was taking physics and astronomy and digital arts and stuff. That's suspect. Yeah, if he really went to college, and he said he was only there, a short time, and uh, didn't have financing for it. So that's suspect. Yep, yep, Maria. Mm. So yeah, I had that Reddit thing on here. I was reading it, and he went down. He added a few more. If you go down in the comments under it, he has Illinois Ghost, great guy, searches in same area over and over in New Mexico. Probably has the most boots on the ground. Probably somebody who's traveling to search ain't gonna have the amount of boots on the ground as somebody that's right there. Yeah, I know you're Maria. I've got that. You don't have to tell me each time, Maria. I know to you. Um, there are news articles talking about him on the basketball team. Oh, really? Oh, he didn't talk about basketball. Well, he was 6 feet tall. Maybe he needed to be 6'6". Might have been a different basketball player. Um, yeah, I know he said he didn't go to Yale or Harvard or anything, and so I knew that it wasn't. One of my searches, I searched at the base of Mount Yale because they got the collegiate peaks that are named after Georgetown, Yale, Harvard, Princeton. Mount Princeton is named after the university. Mount Harvard's named after a university, and all those are up north of here. He didn't go there, he said. I didn't go to Yale or Harvard or so so that was a clue that it wasn't at those mountains. But I did search up there in Browns Canyon for would have been 2014, 15, and part of 16. And then in September or August of 2016, I found my search area I'm on now. You know that door now. He wants in. So we'll go let him in. I bring the phone with me. Come on, Jack. Come on. Where you at? You coming in? Come on. He's got his thing all strung around the generator out here. Oh, he got socks on. There, he's unhooked. You come in? You coming in, Jack? Come on, in. Come on. There he goes. You hear? What do you want? Huh? Jack? And there's Togo. Say hi, Togo. You gonna say hi? You don't want to talk. I got his leash all around me. Jack, what'd you do? Tie me up? I'm going to fall on my butt. Yeah. I don't tolerate people that try to disparage me or you know. Somebody asked for the double blazes, and I get it for being ignorant. You know. Oh, who knows? And you know, Forrest, he one of the things he didn't, he wanted his body returned to the earth, you know, when he dies. He doesn't want to be cremated. I'm sure he's got, you know, it might be in it that yeah, unless he's the only way to go take his remains to the site is if he's cremated. You know, you can't just go dump a body out there in the wilderness. Man, if something were to happen to, if Peggy were to pass away, Forrest might go throw himself on the treasure chest. That's heavy. No, yeah, he wants to be returned to the earth and stuff. And that's the same thing I've said it when I go. I want my body recycled, you know, feed it to the bugs and whatever, and you know, it becomes life, some other life form, or you know, another. It continues on. You're giving it back. When you get cremated, it just goes out into atoms and smoke particles and stuff. Um, uh, yeah, in the beginning of the video, I plan on a Monday 10 p.m. Monday Mammoth, and I'm coming on at 10 p.m. whether somebody else is streaming or not, or if somebody else is streaming, I'm gonna still come on and you know, do my 10 p.m. You know, these people want to pig up all the time and leave no time for uh, people that have been doing this a while. I've been searching over 5 years. Great. Yep. I don't know how to say hi in German. um, but my mother says 3/4 German, so but it's really she's 3/4 German, and so I'm about half maybe, because my dad I'm sure has some German in him. Oh, he does Dutch and you know, some of the Dutch ancestors. The one brother of the Dutch ancestor says he's from Hamburg, so that's Dutch German. They pretty much speak about the same language, don't they? Been here following you since the beginning. Hey, Luke. Yep. Thanks. Is that the lone brow symbol you got there? My family tree, the shield of my family tree has the lions on it, and three swords and a lion with three swords, and Gorman was the came from the blue man, the naked blue warrior. You know, like in Braveheart, yeah, that's where Gorman came from. It was, and Gorman was the guy. Another story was Gorman was the guy who caught the lions and stuff to for the Colosseum for the gladiators and stuff. And Gorman was the guy that provided the gore. Not the same. Can't understand Dutch. Guessing Dutch. Yeah, yeah, they're similar. It sounds as if you only speak English, they sound pretty much the same. But my mother's grandparents both came from Austria, and I think that's Austrian and German is pretty much the same. Or is that another one that they can't understand? It's amazing how they're so close, but the languages are so different in such small areas. Um, this is probably because they had walls, right? uh, yeah, back then, if you ventured into the other territory of the other tribe, you probably got killed. They didn't care what you had to say. Um, there goes the wind. 17 mile an hour. Oh. Yeah, my great grandparents, my mother's grandparents were Shady and Neff. Shadi, or is it Shadi or Shady? It's spelled S. Here they spell it Shady. Uh, and the other one, my great grandmother was a Neff, Neff. So, but then a lot of my other, like my name is Irish, because a lot of my, I have a lot of Scotch, Irish, and German. There's no there yet. No, but it was it was like 47 degrees at 1 p.m. today up here. That's 9,500 feet up. You know, higher altitude, cooler weather. I know a lot of people that would go to Arizona for the winter with their RVs, and then in the summer they don't realize that, hey, if you want to stay nice and cool, you come up in the hills. um, with all my health things, they I don't tolerate heat well, and so I prefer to be in the cool. What is it, Jack? Come up here. Come up here, buddy. He said, no, I'm going to go lay on the bed. So you get fur on your pillow, right? Get fur on my pillow? Come here, Jack. Come here. Come here. Come on. Come on. Come on, good boy. He said, I don't know. I don't know what you want. I just want hugs, Jack. Come here. He does you see him, I look at he's thinking. You know he's thinking, you know. So his blue eyes. Come on, buddy. Okay. What am I doing? Ah. Nobody got questions. I seen one comment on the Reddit page in that thread. There's like he mentioned one of my local mountains. Yeah, yes, I call him Jackie Jack Jack. Jackie Jack Jack, come here, buddy. He sits down. I'll give you a treat, Jack. Where are those treats? I gotta find them though, don't I? Oh shoot! Just spilled my tea on my little cutting board. I got a paper cutting board thing I use for a mouse pad. There was a little tea in the cup that spilled over on there. And it's wet. And I got Jack one of these. This is for bark control. And I haven't had to put it on him yet. There's not enough. There's some place when I go to the other camping spot, every car that drives by, looking at him, and they think, oh, that dog must be rabid. I told what I did for his others. I will not go there. Yeah, do you tell Forrest where you are? Yeah, he knows where I'm searching, and like the Forrest Fenn's totem that I found, that thing. He said I haven't seen that one. Where's that one? Where is that one? That's one. That's a blaze, but it's not one that he had seen before. You know. So if that's tell. Oh, I ain't seen that one. Where is that one? And the reason you don't see it is because if you're standing on the canyon, it's right underneath you. You got to go to the other side of the canyon and look back to see it. And a lot of the figures are just all over the place. Better finish this tea. Can't spell it. That's one reason. If I buy soda, I get it in a 2-liter bottle. I can put the cap on it. When you're in a vehicle, things fall over and spill, and so I just make sure. The only thing that I don't have capped is my teacup, coffee cup, teacup. And what else happening? Not a lot. What is that? That's my meteor. Yeah, this is a meteorite. I found it on my land. And metal detector goes off on it. And there's little tiny flakes of gold in it and stuff. I did chip one corner of it to see what the inside was like, and it's a rocky meteorite with some metal in it. It's very heavy. This thing probably weighs 1.5 pounds. That's why I was wondering how there might be gold in there. Friday the 13th. Yeah, I was looking at the moon right out my window right there. It's right up there. Yeah, see, I got a window over here. Pile of stuff. Elephant mask. I got my. I'm ready. When is that? That's next month. Let's see. That thing ain't even gonna happen. That's a big joke. There ain't nobody gonna go invading Area 51. There's like one road in. They're gonna have Humvees and stuff. Check the uninspected. Yeah, yeah. On one area, you go up this. You go into this. You park. You go and you can go get into this one little. Up on this one little ledge, and you explore up there. And then you're all tired. Come back tomorrow, and I'll check the next spot. You know you can't just go out there and go straight to it. You can't keep turning over rocks, and just you'd have to turn over every freaking rock. Come on. So it helps to have a metal detector. Don't be trying to roll over logs that are too big for a 79, 80-year-old guy to roll over, And really, if it's a rotten log, then you would see some type of disturbance where somebody had moved the rotten stuff around. You can tell a rotten log that's just rotted naturally from one that somebody put something under there. You got to look at it. No, not there. But the other thing you can do is use the metal detector on the logs and rocks, and you say, well, I'm not digging. There's no rule that says you can't roll over a rock. No rule that says you can't roll over a log. So, You know, I want to check to see if there's something under that log. Because why roll it over if you don't need to? You know, if there's nothing, if the metal detector says there's nothing there, then there's no need to roll it over. Um, I run out of things because I repeat a lot of what I've already said in the past, and that's mostly what a lot of the other vloggers do is, you know, they the same points, but he has hints in the book. If he says he drew the poem, did he write the drawings? Or their words their words written in the drawings? Come here, Jack. Come here, 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 come here. Oh. Yeah. He's my good boy, huh? He's my good boy. There. There. See? See, look, Jack, there's you. There's you on the... Here. See? Thank you. Now he'll hop down. Unless he can get a nose in my teacup. He's a good dog. Aren't you, Jack? Yeah. Typewriter. He's a week side later found Forrest log. And there it was, the typewriter. And it said Underwood. Yeah, oh yeah, it's Underwood. So, checking the wood, you know, piles of... I mean, like yesterday's little hike up the trail, there was like... Okay, Jack. There, he's laying in my lap. But he's happy to be up here. Aren't you, Jack? Oh. Yeah, he's a good... I guess since I got a cow dog, I need some cows and maybe a couple of horses. He really gets excited when he sees cows along the road. What? 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 Okay. He's going to hop down. No, he says, oh, I like it up here. I'm going to stay here. Aren't you, Jack? Okay. Anything new here? What's going on? The person corrected sentence. Said above person. Hey, Jack. Yeah, the Underwood, that Underwood, that typewriter, yeah, it might be. But then is wood a subtle hint to rocks? I don't know. Because everything, you know, when you say subtle, Underwood might be too direct. You got to. And then one where he says, "Don't you dare mess with my poem." He wasn't serious about that. You have to mess with the poem. How are you going to tie it to some place without messing with the poem? You got to use similar meanings, words, and stuff. I got a warm puppy dog on my lap, huh? Look at your leg yesterday. Huh? Yeah. Okay, Jack. Okay, you can get down. He says, no, I want to stay here. I want to stay here. I don't get to sit on your lap too often. He's not, you know, he's a medium dog. This is not a big giant one. Big giant dog poops. What is that? That tea whistling, huh? Crazy dog. Get out of my tea. No, you're crazy. Um, I like taking him out on the trail when I can let him loose and run. Except I'm afraid he's going to find a mountain lion. When I'm down at the other camp, I'm afraid he's going to find a rattlesnake. Aren't you, Jack? Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, you can go down. But he said, no, I'm going to sit. He lays down. He said, nope, nope, I'm camped right here. You got dog breath, Jack. Yeah. Okay. I gotta use my arms if I sit here, Jack. Every time I go to grab my mouse here, you jump in there and it's some of this action. Oh, grab me. Don't grab the mouse. Grab me. Oh, okay. Okay, go on. Oh, there. He's probably 40 pounds, 50 pounds. I don't know. Somewhere around there. Red Merle. Luke. Simple. I don't know. Private. Yeah. Well, I don't think it's an airport. Um, I have one airport is you know Shadow Ranch, and because he's got the shadow on the only the shadow knows. That's one of my dad was born a year and a half after Forrest, and my dad always only the shadow knows. you know. So what was he giving me clues back then? Only the shadow. Jack. He wants. He takes a lot of my time. I'll tell you that. And he hampers my search quite a bit. But having the dog with you while you're out there hiking the mountain lions and things like that are less likely to bother you. They don't want to deal with two. If you're out alone, then you might be lunch. But if you got dog with you and other people, they don't want to mess with the crowd. They want the solo wounded searcher. What? You're a funny boy, Jack. I'm gonna keep this under an hour. Yeah, the semicolon indicates flying in my theory. Maybe. Is that from something from a while back? Something in a book? Some only the shadow knows. That's one of the radio shows that they would have listened to. What the guys his age listened to when they were kids on the radio. The Shadow, a radio show. People nowadays they don't realize that. There was people used to listen to radio. Anymore, people just listen to their MP3s. They don't listen to radio stations. That's why Lou Gallagher's trying to earn a living off of Forrest Fenn discussion because the radio thing ain't as popular as it used to be. Yeah, you know about the Shadow. There was even a movie, The Shadow. And my dad used to recite the Lone Ranger. Lone Ranger rides again. Yeah. Out of the west come the thundering hoofbeats of the great horse Silver, and the Lone Ranger rides again. Yeah, whatever. My dad did it really. I wish we had a recording of that. Should have recorded that when I I had him in front of a video camera. Can't reach a shadow too far to walk. Unless you lay down on your shadow, right? Oh. 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 Oh, what? Poor girl. They were only animated on radio. Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of you watch a lot of the Fenn tubers, or you watch anybody on YouTube, and the acting and the unnatural acting and excitement and all that, you know, the spectacular words and um ah, need my tea. Um, you know, say, "Oh, that's fantastic," and it's like that's just average, man. The searchers are overthinking the phone and longer. I think that they don't understand what subtle means, and they take locations right out of the book and go to that location. That location's subtle. He says find a substitute. My father is trying to find, and he mentioned that a couple times. His father trying to find getting substitutes or substitute. You know, Miss Ford and a substitute. He was my blood cancer makes it. My lungs and all don't. The blood transfer. That doesn't carry blood well, and I don't know. They had nothing to smoke today. Maybe that's the problem. I need something to smoke, right? Calm down the cough. Um, yeah, and I've got all these things that all the I have four conditions. The things that could kill me. You know, like I was saying, I was watching Antiques Roadshow. Oh yeah, my aunt gave this to me after she died. She got pernicious anemia and died. It's like, well, they told me I had that 4 years ago. You know, and the lupus they told me 4 years ago, and then they just told me this year I had blood cancer, but that I've had it for many years. That my blood tests show that yeah, that was likely this, why your why my numbers were so elevated and stuff. And it's red, white, and blue blood cells. There are no blue blood cells. I made that up, but I have too many of all of them. That's why polycythemia. Poly means multiple. It's a multiple, like plywood. Poly is like multiple. Too many. It's too many blood cells is what. So I think whatever. There's videos on it if you want to know about the cancer I've got. But it's not one that you grow tumors and stuff like that. It's just my bone marrow is defective, as cancer, and it makes too many blood cells. Yeah, breathe really deep through my nose. My sinuses are another issue. Yeah. That's why I get sleep apnea, but I breathe through my mouth so much that, and them nose things. What good is it if it's plugged up? You got to breathe through your mouth. Um, this Jack is laying down and resting. Forrest has one of these little. I gave him one of them. It's a mammoth pin. Actually, it's not an elephant. It's a mammoth. Um, I don't have anything to talk about, or I don't have nothing to talk about. because I've exhausted everything I can say about it, pretty much, or everything I can say about it. There's a things I can say and things I can't say. I got some important words that tie to my locations. You know that if I said them, you go straight there. You know, if you tell somebody the name of a of a mountain, for instance, they'll go right there. Oh, so yeah, that's 1 hour. I had enough. You had enough? Oh, ever heard of BLYs? I found his riding well in the snow pit along the wheel covered in snow. BL. Hmm. Your BL. And I don't get. Yeah, it seems like BLMs. Maybe I don't know. Wheel medication medicine wheel. Yeah, yeah. The medicine wheel is more likely wagon wheel. Wagon wheel gap is on the Silver Thread Highway. Where it would happen to his ball of string, you know. Um, yep. Good night. And I've had enough. I'm running out of things to say. I watch these things and and you comment and they'll read one of your silly comments, but they won't read one of the comments that's like, this is a really good Fenn tip, you know. And it's like, that's a really good Fenn tip I just gave you, and you just totally ignored it, you know. um, and the fact that they can ignore my Buffalo Cowboys car. Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Thor girl. Mitch. Yeah. When you see these usernames that you don't know, you know, they don't, they're not the name of the person. There's some code name they're using, and you don't know, have a clue. But you know, you go, oh, I think that might be, you know, but you're wrong, you know. So I try not to guess who people are. um, okay, I'm done. Yeah, Jack, like Jack. Nobody knows. Yeah, I think it's somebody that knows my dog. Male. Mitch. Yeah. Uh, oh, are you saying you think Thor? I don't think Thor girl's a male. But there are a lot of guys that'll use a girl's username. I figured out that Mitzi was a guy a long time ago. And some of the others, like the men are so smart, they're proving out they're not so smart. And Puppet Forest, I thought we were going to see some more Puppet Forest here soon. I found Moses. Yeah, it's hard to find Moses unless it's winter solstice. He shows up at winter solstice. Hmm. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna get a new cup of tea. Okay, later.